New tonight in a story you'll only see here on News 5. After the Pueblo City Council passed an act to increase the animal save rate this week, there's been a lot of talk about no-kill shelters. Well, we found one right here in southern Colorado already following a similar model, and they say they're seeing great results. News 5's Lena Howland in studio following up on how they make it work. Lena.
Well, although the Humane Society of Fremont County is 4 times smaller than Pueblo Animal Services, they're saving nearly 100% of their animals just 30 minutes away from Pueblo and say it's possible for any shelter in our state.
There's nothing wrong with saving more lives.
When Doug Ray took over the Humane Society of Fremont County, their save rate was about 63%.
We actually stopped the killing in the shelter right away.
And in 3.5 years, he's raised that number up to 98% without a city mandate.
We see some really bad, animals in here. Animals that act very aggressive, animals that are very hurt, very injured, and we've been able to save them all.
He was one of dozens advocating for the Pueblo Animal Protection Act to city council members on Monday night, requiring a 90% save rate.
And it goes through steps on what you need to do before you euthanize an animal.
While Fremont County took in 1,600 animals last year, Pueblo County took in nearly 6,400 animals.
A 90% live release rate is arbitrary. It's one indication of how an animal shelter is doing. You're not looking at the whole picture. Jan
McHugh-Smith with Pueblo Animal Services says these save rates are tied to socioeconomic status, and they've worked hard to improve them.
In Pueblo, we've had a longer haul of it, being able to work with the city and county to get the proper funding in order to be able to make the leaps we have been able to make. And we're very proud of having a live release rate of 82%.
But Ray says more can be done.
Less than 1/4% of the animals that come into this building are true aggressive animals. The rest are just scared, which means they need time. It's okay.
And they have living proof.
If you treat every animal as an individual, and look at that animal as if this was the only animal in the animal shelter, you're going to save all the animals that you possibly can.
Ray says rescue groups are also a huge resource for his shelter and private donations as well. By the way, as we said, his Protection Act isn't a mandate for his shelter, but he's working with his elected leaders to make it official in Fremont County too. Always watching out for you, Fremont County. Lena Howland, News 5.